Mark Mulgrew, Mr. Entertainment.
That very long song was Prince. Now, if you have just he's getting the applause. If you have just tuned in, I am sitting here with 4 members of Hair of the Duck, and very catchy name, I've got to say, and that's something as well that people will remember.
What we do, aye.
Yeah, hopefully. Especially in the morning after a good bevy.
Big loud laugh just about blew my ears. Just about blew my ears off. Now, I was going to ask you, what advice would you give to young lads and girls who are starting a band or looking to go out? What advice would you give?
Just do it.
Do what you love. Do what you like.
Yeah.
To hell with everybody else. Play what you want to play because you're young.
That's a very interesting point that you've just put there. Do what you guys play what you like.
Yes. Yeah. Or we play it the way we want to play it.
Whereas in what I do in this sort of clubland thing is you must sing the standards and you sing stuff that people will know. Yeah. But you guys have got that you can just play what you want, and that's what venues get from you.
Yeah. I mean, being a covers band, there'll be God knows how many across in Scotland or the country alone will be probably playing the majority of the kind of like rock or blues standards that we're doing on a Saturday night. And we've done a lot of them through the years, but we've always been kind of insistent, I think, on our different lineups, putting our kind of spin in it, putting our stamp on it. The main thread or the main theme of the song goes through it, but then hang out a bit guitar, a bit more, or it's a wee bit heavier or rougher here and there.
Throw something in the middle, stir it up a wee bit.
Yeah, we practice, as I said earlier on, just off air, we practice our mistakes, so nobody ever notices.
Yes,
nobody notices.
And you were saying there about saying to the youngsters, just go for it and do
enjoy what you're playing. That's
enjoy it, but also I would say take your time, learn it, and
We played East London Gala Day on Saturday past, and there was a group of 3 young lassies got in their very early teens, and they were quite nervous round the back of the stage we were playing on before it, and I was like, just get up there and really enjoy it and go for it. And they were great, and the wee lassie that was singing and playing the guitar, she had a great voice, and they went down really well. So hopefully that will give them an extra wee step and the confidence boost that they need.
That's what these communities and galas should be about, getting the youngins up, giving them a wee shot.
Yeah. And also guys like yourself giving the people opportunities even to get up there and back us, or and it's not been cheeky, but giving a wee bit of advice here and everywhere too, let them,
that's what I like to put over to the Midlothian listeners is if you're interested in getting advice from established experienced bands,
it sounds a bit patronising, but it's no, I mean,
as you said there,
you give an opportunity to think back to where you started. I know guys
don't expect to make a lot of money. You're not going to make a living out of this unless you're really good in the original.
And you've got to take knocks, you've got to take it on the chin. Even to this day, I mean, we're still playing some gigs in some venues and whatnot. Thinking, oh jeez, that was hard work. Didn't be deflated. I'm not bad with that, because the next year will be even better.
It's just part of being in a band, basically.
It is. There's going to be mishaps. We've been lining up motorways last weekend. Was one of them. First time we ever put all gear on the one motor, I thought, headed to Falkirk.
Stevie's van.
Apologies, anybody can get this radio station in Falkirk behind the wall. Didn't make it last Saturday night. We'll line up the motorway broken down. But hey, that's rock and roll.
That was a good crack coming back in the REC van.
It was. The boy enjoyed it.
It eventually turned up. That was
when eventually.
So, ups and downs. All part of the game. Here we are a week later, sitting there laughing about it.
It's not so good at the time, but no, that's the breaks.
You'll get,
or was it the breaks?
You'll get.
It was. It was actually a cooling pipe.
Had to get technical. He's just missed the joke there.
You get youngsters coming along. We get youngsters coming along to the gigs at the end of a gig and saying, "Oh, that was good," or going to Gordon on the drums, or Stevie, or myself, or Ronnie, and saying, "Oh, that was great," blah blah blah. And you end up speaking to these people and that, and you find out that they're musicians and they're young and stuff like that, and they're looking for a wee bit of ideas and stuff like that.
I've said with various.
We'll always talk to them.
Well, I've said to various people, and I've said it on the show with various guests that I've had, that if you're interested in being in a band and you want to know, go and speak to the band or go and speak to the act. Go and ask the question. Don't be scared of the four. Don't be scared of the 4 old guys that are up there packing the stuff away. Go and ask the question, because you're more than happy to pass on that advice.
Yeah, every time.
The other part that I think makes a band successful, or you have to put in, is practice.
Yes.
How often do you guys practice?
Well, we try to do at least once
Once
a
a
week.
month?
Once a week.
No, but we try and knock it in once a
We
week.
do. We try to do once a week, but sometimes, you know, Marcel and Stevie work shifts, so
Yeah.
we've got to sort of
The
work
biggest
around
thing
that,
is for people to, if you want to be playing and good, is to practice in your own time.
Yeah.
Put the effort in at home.
We all
And then when you go to
practice
the rehearsal, you'll spend little time actually
Spend less
learning the
time.
song, or less
Aye,
time.
Yep.
Actually getting the track down.
On the flip side of that is, I mean, maybe obviously covers band will suggest something between us. Think, yeah, that could be quite a good number. Can you learn it ish at home? Get there at a practice,
And put
try it,
together.
and you'll ken within the first
Yeah.
few bars or the first few minutes. We might change a key, muck about here and there, and we'll ken. Aye, that's for us. That's no for us. Whatever, and it just lies in there. Thing.
Do you know that's something that some of the younger acts and bands should take advice from you,
Absolutely.
because it takes a long time to build up a set which is successful.
Yes.
But you've got to know what's right.
There's
Exactly.
only,
And
there's
what
only
you
one
can
way to
do-
do that, and that's to play them.
Uh-huh.
If it doesn't work, you drop it and you replace it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the
just
easiest
move
way.
on.
There's tons of choices. If you want to be a covers
Easiest
band, just move on. I mean, aim high every time.
Are you guys critical of yourselves?
Yeah,
or
very
are you just-
high.
That's the best way.
Very
Aye,
critical.
there's always room for improvement.
Everybody has their aim playing, or they should be,
Uh-huh.
because then other people don't notice the mistakes, but you can, they're happening.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, this is my last gig.
This is it.
I should probably announce it now. Okay, because I'm sick of a lot of this.
I'm waiting to join the Oasis.
Now we're talking about putting a different spin onto songs. We're going to play your third track, and I believe it was done by Chris Isaac.
The only one I know, by the way, who's got a new album out of Heard. No, that's a huge Chris Isaac band, by any means, but I tell me it's quite good and bluesy. But the original version was Wicked Game. Although it was covered with, I don't know what genre that will be. Certainly heavy rock, metal, what would it be?
That was him, wasn't
Gothic,
it?
so him,
Yeah.
aye.
That was
Sort of
romantic
grunty,
rock,
it was a
Grunge,
grunty,
yeah,
But
brilliant. You might-
soft rock, was it?
No, it's really quite good. Done a few years ago. I don't know what date it was done. It's great. So some of the young teen are into that type of stuff.
Drop D tunings that you're into, like
Great.
light metal.
So the usual. We've
What you
stolen
call
ideas for here and there. Done our version of it, and this is our version of Wicked Game.
Brilliant.
The world was on fire, no one could save me but you. Strange what desire will make foolish people do. I'd never dreamed that I'd need somebody like you. And I'd never dreamed that I'd need somebody like you. No, I don't wanna fall in love. No, I don't wanna fall in love with you. What a wicked game to play to make me feel this way. What a wicked thing to do to let me dream of you. What a wicked thing to say. You never felt this way. What a wicked thing to do to make me dream of you. How I don't wanna fall in love. No, I don't wanna fall in love with you.
And that's today's guest here at the Dug with their version of Wicked Games. Absolutely brilliant, guys. Brilliant.
Thank you.
Because
Thank you.
you've got the
Thanks.
you've got the basic of the song there, but just with a different twist. Just what we were talking about. So
Yeah.
absolutely brilliant stuff. Thank you very much for coming in today.
Thanks for having us, Mark. Thank you, mate. Thanks.
It's been good to hear your music. It's been good to have a chat, and it's
Good
also
laugh.
been good to off air as well. I've got to say.
Good lad, yeah.
Now, if people do want to book you, what would be the easiest way to get in touch? What's the best way for people to find you?
Well, we have got a Facebook page. They can either send us a message on there.
Friend us there on Here with Doug.
Yeah.
Here, the
Here, the Dug.
Dug.
Yeah.
So it's Here, apostrophe, the Dug.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you can find that on Facebook nice and easily and book the guys. And just as a reminder, you're playing at the Roadhouse at Pennycook this Saturday night from about 10:30 through to the wee small hours.
Yes.
We are,
Right.
and you'll get the rest of the listings of gigs if you friend us. You'll get all the details for Facebook anytime you want for this. So it's happening the next year.
Yeah,
So-
we'll be sending out events as well for the upcoming gigs and
Uh-huh.
what have you's coming up
Yeah.
to.
We've got everything for charity gigs, a couple of charity gigs here and
Yeah.
there, but the majority of them are kind of pub orientated.
What else have you got on the list there?
We've got the next one after Roadhouse is Saturday the 30th of June. It's in Gala Shields. It's their Gala Day down in
That'll
It's a
be
family day,
the
that.
Bridge Inn.
Gala,
It's
Gala.
actually
That'll be
called.
messy.
So that'll be
It will be.
Very messy.
The Brig Inn's a really good rock venue down there in Gala Shields. Shout out for Gala.
Yeah.
And then one of our wee favourite places, a bit more local for us, or certainly for myself, is doing it the Ship Inn in North Berwick.
Another
It's a
cracking
cracking-
wee venue.
It's a cracking venue
I
down
know.
there, like, and down the same neck of the woods, we do one for a good friend of ours called Nicky Fox, who's runs Stepping Out charity for mental health. And we've done a number of, well, I certainly have done a number of gigs for them through the years, and it's held in Gullen on Saturday the 28th of July in Gullen Village Hall, which is a cracking big venue. It's quite surprising for a village, like.
Aye,
really
you
good
fed?
one doing, yeah. Yeah, you get details from Stepping Out charity too, if you look at that.
As long as the motor makes it.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to start taking our own car.
Taking our own cars
Aye.
back.
So we've got various ones Lothian and Borders now at the end of the year and adding to them all the time.
There's other gigs coming in as
Other
well.
ones, 8th of September, West
Yeah.
Barnes Inn, doing there for the west of the county, East Lothian doing there's a book that last night. We've got various ones that I'm doing in the place and hopefully go up to Ally Sky this time next year. I've been invited to go up there and play, and so
Brilliant.
that's happening.
Yeah.
They're starting to pick up now.
Brilliant.
Starting to pick up.
Brilliant. That's what I like to hear. So here at the Dug, if you do a search on Facebook, or if you have missed any of the details and you want to find out about the gigs, you can email me here at studio@blackdiamondfm.com and I shall pass on the relevant links. So thank you once again to the guys from here at the Dug. It's been
Thanks
awesome.
for having us, Mark.
Thank you very much, Mark.
Thank you, buddy.